Just one of them days that a queen goes through. I don't know why I be putting in my pussy to be singing in the intro of these videos and shit, but have you been to RHOA today? I want to start this video by first saying it's been a Monday out of this ass. I've been tired, stressed out, sipping on some scissor, and you know, it's 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just done. Like, this video is going to be real short and sweet. I decided to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, BasketballWives, all this shit, get it all out the way. And yeah, the first thing I want to hit on before I even get on all of that is the Target lady is back. Hello, every time you see a Target commercial and you see the lady exercising and getting ready for the Black Friday sales this week, I want you to think about me, RHOA because I am in love with the Target lady. Y'all have to give it up for her. She's the hardest working woman in show business. They only put her on TV for a week, but you know, that's the best week, the week of Thanksgiving. And y'all have to love the Target lady because she's a bad bitch. Okay, moving on. Let me see. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phaedra and Apollo were sitting at the table. And Apollo was going off because he's getting worked up in his pussy that, yeah, he can't go fight the world and come home and fight her. She got a problem with what he do with his job, what offices he's working at, and what, child, what the fuck ever. He like, bitch, you gonna have to get some motherfucking together, bitch. Okay? But she's like, well, bitch, when you got put up by the police and I called you and asked you what the fuck was going on, you just gonna tell me like, oh, nothing at work. And then I got people calling me asking about you and then shit. How can I verify and keep our marriage together if you ain't keeping it real with me? Which I completely agree with. But you know, moving on from that, Peter, Paul, Ben, Joe, whatever Cynthia's husband's name is, Leon, Cynthia's baby daddy's coming to town, and somehow Ben has worked up in his pussy. All these, I keep saying the men has worked up in his pussy because all the men in Real Housewives of Atlanta are bitches, okay? Ben getting worked up in his pussy. That yeah, he doesn't need to talk to Cynthia's family, even though, like, now if your partner is a family person, you can't just be fuck that family. Fuck that. I mean, you know, people. I'm not into my family, but you know, some of the people I've dated and some of my friends are heavily into their family, so I can't just fucking tell them that, you know, like, no, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, fuck that, fuck all that. And Leon's like, look, but baby boy, you might be older than me in age, but I'm older than you in wisdom, and I've been in the Cynthia Bailey business longer than you. We gonna have to get this shit together, boo. Candy ain't talked to damn. Kim, that's what I was so confused. They both talking Kim. Candy hasn't talked to Kim ever since she been pregnant, and people are saying the tea in the streets or in Haterville, as Phaedra would say, is Candy's pressed because she ain't got her money from Tardy for the party, and then she turned around and took on to her and wrote the ring demeanor thing, and Kim still hasn't paid her, which no tea no shade. If you did 3 business ventures with a bitch, she gave the bitch three strikes. Kim is motherfucking out. She did. Kim a motherfucking favor by showing up to that baby shower. Nene is pressed. I know he's been going on a few dates. He was like, what does that mean? And she's like, I just thought I'd it. First of all, bitch, you got 2 children. I know you've done helped them with enough English homework to know that a question ends with a motherfucking question mark and a statement or a command or all the other shit ends in a motherfucking period. I know you've been on a few dates. That is not anywhere near a question. But yeah, so the big fight scene with that was something, child. Oh, it comes out that Uncle Ben is opening this restaurant called Bar One, who Cynthia, who says she wants nothing to do with it, she came up with the bar name. But yeah, so Candy brings that up and they argue, but Phaedra says, well, I guess I won't be invited because Uncle Ben said in an interview that he don't like me. And so, of course, Apollo comes to his bitch's defense. Young brother, I don't know what you talk about me and my wife, but if you got something against my wife, you should address it to me. Yeah, homie, you should address it to me, homie. And I was like, girl, why you sound like the motherfucking Little Richard or girl, the one in the Temptations with that didn't have the deep voice? He sounded like him. Smoke Robinson, he was just giving me blast from the past, bitch, and he looked like he takes it up. But yeah, so that got my life from that. But I was kind of mad because I feel like Bravo hyped it up and there was no blows thrown. And Kim, I was really upset because Croy, who is the only man in this show, course, the only man in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He was really mad. I'm like, this is my first child, and all these white people are here. Oh, the shade when Candy showed up, said, "Oh, which one is Kim? There's so many blondes in the room. Oh my God, shade." But yeah, moving on from that. Tonight on the Basketball Wives LA first hour of the reunion special, everybody was beat down. Some was in good ways and some was in a bad way. I think on beat in a good way, there's definitely Drea, even though you could tell her edges were showing. Malaysia was beat. That bitch went to the motherfucking dentist. Maybe she called Nene Leak's dentist and had some shit worked out. But yeah, Malaysia looked good. And Imani. I've always said Imani looks good. I just think her personality. Yeah, that moment of silence was for her personality. On the bad team, I mean, like, Gloria never does anything for me. And then, Laura was sitting there with those curls in her head, and she looked like a man in a dress. Like, I've seen a lot of drag queens as a gay man, and she just, not even a man in a dress. I want to think of something worse, but I can't really think of anything worse because I'm drunk. Oh my God. But, Jackie Christie, the star of the motherfucking this whole season, she had that fix-a-flat ass. Apparently, the girl that recently got arrested for putting fix-a-flat and cement in her hoe's ass. That's where she went, and she had that fat under her arm, and she's like, "I'm not fat anymore." And then she stood up, and she did this, and then her arm said, in like slow motion. I was like, "Girl, if you're trying to prove that you lost weight, you're doing horrible at it right now." And then that motherfucking, what was it? The adjustable ponytail. You know how like when you put one of the things on the wall, but you can like adjust it before you pull the little thing in. Girl, that was a bad reference. Which, you know, it just looked like it could move, but it would stay in place when you needed it. It wasn't real, and it was like 3 different shades from her real hair, which clearly wasn't put together well. But the highlight of the whole thing was Imani said, "I don't call people after 8 o'clock." And if Jackie Christie and I talked to her at midnight, you know she called me. And y'all know how Jackie Christie can keep bitches on the phone for hours. And Jackie Christie didn't even catch that shade, and that was the whole shade of the hour. And then Drea was like, what did Drea say? What? Jackie, I don't have to tell you everything. You ain't fucking me. You ain't my mama. You ain't God. You ain't. She just went off. Drea went off. Kudos to Drea. Yeah, that. And then it was something else. I mean, that was. I feel like this reunion special is really, because all they're doing is talking about everything that already happened and getting everybody's opinions on it, which I've already read on Twitter, I already seen on radio interviews and all that other stuff. So, other than the fact that some of them look nice and they saw their season 1 wigs and getting it together, or seeing their season 1 wigs and went the other direction, you know, I don't really have much to say about that. What else? What is this guy talk about? Love and Hip Hop. So they opened Love and Hip Hop with, what was that? What's going on? They reopened Love and Hip Hop with the fight scene where Chrissy was doing this, and I was like, finally some action. And because you didn't look, Basketball Wives, the late reunion was boring, and everybody just wants to get to the bottom of it. Yandy apparently is, "I'm just in it for my money. I'm just in it for my money. I'm just in it for my money." And then she was like, "Well, I'm going to go talk to Kim Bella, and then I'm going to go run over here and talk on this side." I was like, so is she trying to be the Jackie Christie? She wanted to get to everybody and talk to everybody and have everybody on her side, which really, she really doesn't really have a point. Because I love Yandy, though. I love a bitch who's go getting about some money, so I can't hate. But I'm just like, Yandy, why, girl? Yeah. So, yeah, and then so Emily has a meeting with Kimbella, and again, Kimbella, is she that blonde? Like, I know she's not a natural blonde, but that rug on her head, you know, I was just like, is she that blonde? Like, first it was a bad idea to tell Emily at that time, and then now you're trying to apologize. Maybe that was the wrong time to tell. Oh, so now you want to say that was the wrong time to tell. Okay, great, girl. And then, but I was just, really upset that Emily is taking the bitter route about it. I mean, like, Kim Bella was a jump off. Great. She was a hoe from Miami, just moved to New York. She's trying to get on. I would have probably fucked him too, bitch. If you was you would have fucked him too. So you can't really be mad at Kim Bella for what she did. I just think, she's the blonde. Her approach, you see that she's a blonde, so bitch, move on. I mean, you've been with him for, I think she's been with him for 8 years. How long she been with Fab? Not married, don't got a ring. So bitch, that don't make you smarter than her or better than her in any way. So why are you so pressed? And next, what happens, child? It's all this shit. Some shit I don't even fucking remember. My mind went blank. I'm gonna sit here and think about what happened. Oh, somebody's having her talent show and she just shows up looking like knows to the talent show. Ooh, that's the shade. Her showcase. And just shows up looking like a pack of girl, a jumbo pack of Nicorette, girl. That's what the fuck she like. She wanted them big old jumbo packs of orbits that you buy in the little can that you could put it. She was shaped like one of those. And at some point, somebody said she like a 4-pack of Similac. I don't think that was me. I said it on Twitter. Yeah, she just showed up looking like a big fool, and it was a mess. The talent show was a mess. Somebody invited everybody, and Olivia was like, I'm not going. And she was like, well, Olivia, you're stubborn, I'm stubborn. So then we're going to have our moments, but I think you should. And then Olivia was like, and I was like, you know what? Samaya tried. That's all you can say. Samaya tried. Fuck it. And she has a showcase as a fool. Her manager thinks that he's motherfucking the next Matthew Knowles. And bitch, you see how relevant Matthew Knowles is in 2011? This is where Samaya's manager is. And then I was like, hold on. And then at the showcase, Olivia had the nerve to call Samaya's music stupid. And I was like, girl, PayPal don't even recognize you, girl. People won't even give you $500,000, girl. People won't even give you $100,000. Go sit down, Olivia. I can't with her. She's... And what happens next? Emily has a dinner with Chrissy, and Chrissy apologizes, but didn't apologize. I think she said that Kimbella deserved the whooping, and she's sorry that she had to whoop her ass in front of her like that. But she was gonna get the motherfucking ass whooping. And Emily's like, well, I don't. She said, don't be apologetic because the shit was entertaining. And next week we see something. Hold on. Ooh. Next week we see something. Apparently Yandy and I was on the phone. My friend called me from out of town and I had to take this call at the end of, like at 8:47 at the end of the episode. Apparently it's Samaya's performance. Chrissy and Yandy were arguing about something. So you're saying it's all about money? So you're saying you being Jim's manager is all about money? And Yandy said, bitch, if it was all about money, I would have left a long time ago. And I said, shit. Because clearly if Jim Jones is going to put doing shows and still performing Ballin' Bitch, he needs to, Yandy was a bitch all about her money. But, so yeah, Yandy and Chrissy are going to get into it. So am I team Yandy or am I team Chrissy? I don't know, it's too early to tell. This is only my second time watching. I didn't watch season 1. So I'm still figuring out whose team I'm on, but I think I'm definitely going to be team Yandy. I think, don't mark me to that because my opinion will change. But, I still want to this much say Kimbella had good intentions. I still want to say Kimbella had good intentions. On a radio interview that Kimbella did, she said, yes, I could have pulled Emily off to the side, but we're doing a show. And I feel like that was the best time to tell her. I was like, And then Kimbella has admitted that she's had an acting class or two that she took with the other dude that was hosting the radio show. So I was like, I don't know. But those are my reviews of all 3 shows. What did I online review? It's in the title. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives LA Reunion Part 1, which was boring, and some child. I'm so intoxicated, tired, ready to go to sleep. I've been working on RHOA all day, and I'm glad to say that this month I have already broken the page view record for all of the whole year and a half that I've been doing RHOA. I want to thank everybody for going to RHOA. It really means a lot to me. When I sat there in the middle of watching, clearly I had to do something while Basketball Wives LA reunion was on, and I saw that I broke my record. I think it was July, the last big month I had on RHOA. So and I broke that record. And I was like, thank you God, thank you. People like going to my website, noticing me, my name is getting out there. Share my links with your friends. Subscribe to me if you're watching this video. Oh, I'm just so grateful. I just don't. Lord, I'm intoxicated and I'm going to start doing the speech. So let me just end this video. Thank you for watching.